What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building. What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? Peep Squad is in the building. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Miss Wendy Williams. Miss Wendy Williams is not playing no games out here in these streets. She got some things to say. I was like, Lord have mercy. Wendy Williams out here dragging Marc Daily and also telling Kenya that I told you so. Ain't nothing good about Marc Daily. What is going on with that situation? And also Wendy Williams addressed her affair, her situation with Method Man. Like, Lord have mercy. What's really going on with that situation? I know Method Man must be feeling a certain type of way, you know, because his business is out here on the streets, and Wendy Williams ain't playing around. She said, yes, me and Method Man, we got down, we got to it. We was smoking that ganja. We was smoking that good. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is going on? I guess Wendy Williams felt like, you know, she wanted to, you know, bring up Method Man, but she didn't put him in the documentary. I was like, what's going on? Wendy is wild, and she was out here talking about her and Method Man was getting it in. Wasn't he married at the time? Because I think Method Man's been married since 1997, so I don't know when this took place with, you know, Wendy Williams and Method Man. I believe he was married to Mrs. Smith. What's going on with that situation? What's going on, Mo? What's going on, Hickerson? How you doing? Eric, I'm like, Lord have mercy. Wendy Williams is out here spilling the beans, and she's also getting at Marc Daily. I was like, Lord have mercy. And you guys know we talked about it yesterday. It went down where Marc Daily is getting a TV show allegedly, and it's going to be a dating show and a, you know, cooking show too as well about his restaurant. So Wendy Williams, she was kind of upset. She was kind of pissed about the situation, and Wendy Williams was like, what? And she says Kenya Moore, ex Marc Daily's trying to get his own reality TV show. So she said she stopped and she Googled the situation to see what was going on, to see what was happening with that situation, because she said nobody was reporting on the situation. Yes, sir, I reported yesterday, but I'm not a major news network, and I got it from Boss Up. So Wendy Williams said, oh my God, that Marc Daily is out here and he's shopping for a reality TV show. She said, I can't believe it. She said, I do not like Marc. I don't know Marc. I never liked Marc. There was something about him. And she was like, this is off the chain. She was in disbelief about Marc Daily actually shopping around a reality TV show. And she said, I told you, Kenya Moore, that he was no good. I told you there was something wrong. There was something about this man. And Wendy Williams said that she'd rather eat cat food than to sit down and watch Marc Daily's show or hear what Marc Daily have to say. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on with that situation? So Wendy Williams is kind of pissed off at Marc Daily in the situation she was going, and she said she'd rather eat cat food. I was like, Lord. She said his show has not been picked up, and we know it hasn't been picked up because we were talking about what network would it go on, like where would he go? It would be crazy if he was at Bravo, and it would be crazy if he went to the Zeus network. So what's going on with that situation? So yes, Wendy Williams was shading the situation between Kenya Moore and Marc Daily, and basically she was like, it hasn't been picked up yet, but he is actually working with a producer and everything else like that, and also that it's going to be about a date. It's going to be a dating show and about his restaurant. And we know Marc Daily said he wanted his restaurant to be a stomping ground for empowerment, for, you know, political reasons, for you know, pandemic situation, social activism too as well, empowerment, and also economic improvement too as well in Brooklyn. So we know that situation, but also Wendy was like, Lord have mercy. I knew he was using her. So Wendy basically saying Marc Daily used Kenya Moore, you know, just to get her reality TV connection because he wanted to be on TV from Jump Street. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is going on with this situation? So Wendy was like, yes, girl, he was using you. I knew there wasn't something right about him. There was something I couldn't put my finger on it. And basically she's saying that he is using her, and he used her to get to where he needed to get. I was like, damn. And you already know he announced it Sunday that him and Kenya Moore are no longer together, and he also promoted his restaurant. So it's one of them situations. I was like, Marc Daily is out here trying to get his and the same type of arena that Kenya Moore is. I was like, damn. And Wendy Williams was like, I know Kenya Moore knows something about it, but yes, he is a user. And Wendy Williams was very disappointed in him. And she said she is not going to watch the show, but she said she is going to watch the show. And she also called Marc Daily a stunt queen. She said Marc Daily is a stunt queen for what he's doing right now, that he's definitely a stunt queen. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on with this situation? Like, Marc Daily is really out here with a TV show, y'all, and he's trying to get it shopped. He's trying to put it on TV, and it's like, damn it. Wendy was like, shit, I shouldn't even be talking about this show to give him any props or give the producers any props, because this is going to make people look into, basically wanting to invest or putting Marc Daily's show on a network. So you already know Wendy Williams is like, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed, I ain't gonna say shit. And she's like, I knew that he was taking advantage of her because she was desperate. Kenya Moore was desperate for a baby. She was desperate for a husband. And she says, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a way that she was vulnerable. So she took anything that it was. And Marc Daily came through. He presented himself well. He looked well. He's a businessman. He got that good hair that Kenya Moore that she said that she likes. He got them light eyes that she said that she likes. So therefore, and he's a businessman. Kenya Moore went there with Marc Daily. And she probably seen all them red flags and thought it was go. And basically the red flags came in. Wendy Williams was like, I told her he was no good. And Mo said they used each other. Hey, Lanez, what's going on? How you doing? And so you already know. So Wendy Williams, hey, Monica Hill, thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate it. Hickerson, Mo's in the building. Donna Hill's in the building. Hickerson is in the building. Eric's in the building. Lanez, she's in the building. Thank you so much. So, you got this situation when it comes to Kenya Moore, and Wendy Williams is basically like, damn, this is terrible. She like, yeah, it does feel like he used her, like he got what he wanted. He got on TV, he acted a fool, he embarrassed her, he announced for a divorce, twice. He was doing the most out here in these streets, and then before you know it, he is pitching a reality TV show, and allegedly on this reality TV show, he's going to have a celebrity host. I hope it ain't nobody from Real Housewives of Atlanta, but if it is, it is. And basically, Wendy Williams was saying that, Kenya was naive at the time, she was vulnerable at the time, and she ended up going with Marc. And then on top of that situation, he used her. So basically that's what she's saying. And she also brought up that Kenya Moore, her mother didn't want her, so therefore that never goes away. That always hurts you. Thank you so much, Monica Hill. And everybody always brings up Kenya Moore's childhood, and Kenya Moore doesn't make any excuses for herself. She don't say it was because of my childhood, and maybe because she has pride too, but a lot of people bring it up. And it was like every time Wendy talks about Kenya Moore, she always got to say her mother didn't want her. That's so hard for you to get over, and we understand that, but why do you always got to throw it in? It almost seems like when Wendy throws it in, when she's talking about Kenya Moore and her mother not wanting her and abandoning her, it almost feels like it's a shot. I was like, Wendy, you should have went to your mother's funeral. I know, don't get me started, Wendy. You should have went to your mother's funeral, whether your brother was in there fighting and acting a fool. You should have been at that funeral. Make sure dust to dust, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and throw the first top of dirt on top of the the casket and tell him to lock it up and keep it moving. But in any event, that's what Wendy says, and she's actually supporting Kenya Moore throughout this situation, because this is definitely shady. This is definitely low down, all day, every day. Marc Daily, basically, what you would say, this is why Marc Daily wanted to have friends on the show, that he didn't want to make any enemies on the show, because he was looking at the bigger picture, and the bigger picture was for him, possibly to get his own reality TV show to talk about, his life, dating, one of the reasons why he doesn't want to be married. And we know that Kenya Moore called some girls up, a lady up, and said, why are you talking to my man? That's my husband. So Marc Daily's been out here spreading it thin, and Wendy Williams called him a stunt queen. Why is Wendy calling him a stunt queen? How she feel about him? Like, what's going on? What's going on, Goddess Dreads? was so, you got that situation. So I was just like, damn, so Marc Daily is really out here on that ish. He ain't playing around. He done used Kenya Moore. And, that's a damn shame. That is a shame, y'all. For real. But it happens to the best of us. We get used, we get played sometimes. Things happen, you learn so you can do better next time. But damn, he's really out here shopping for a reality TV show when he basically threw the towel in at Kenya Moore being on reality TV. He was a part in the contract negotiations where he didn't want to be a part of the show. She had to do something to get him on the show. She had to bend over. She had to get on bending knees for Marc Daily to get on TV. And then once he get on TV, he acts a damn fool and try to embarrass her and belittle her and put her down, side with her enemies. Well, either if Kenya Moore enemies are alright, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you're cool with her enemies, but if you are her husband, you're supposed to ride and die with your wife all the time. You don't never address her in public and tell her that she's wrong or try to belittle her in public or put her down in public. You do that shit at home. You are united up front, but when you get home, you talk about the situation. But in any event, we see why he was chackling with Nene Leakes. Lord have mercy. What if he got Nene Leakes on his show, y'all? What if he got Nene Leakes on his show? He wanted to be cool with Nene. He wanted to be cool with all the ladies because he had a bigger picture, a bigger plan, because he want to be friends with these reality TV stars because maybe they can do him a favor, in return. He might have Greg and Nene Leakes on the show because it's about dating advice. That would be, ooh. Yes, he loves Nene Mo, for real. What's going on, Sweet Brown Sugar 504? How you doing, baby girl? What's going on? So, yes, what's going on? The Planet Jane, what's going on? How you doing? So, thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. So, that's the situation with this. I was like, Lord have mercy. It is going down. Like, Lord. And Kenya Moore, yes, Marc Daily has made he has completely embarrassed her in more than one way. From his time being on the show, any chance to get, he wants to say that we are getting a divorce, and basically, taunting her with her mother's skills, how she's raising baby Brooklyn, but yet he's not there. He's in New York doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't make the effort either to move to Atlanta, like she didn't make the effort either to move to New York. So whatever the case may be, it seemed like they were never really that close. Not a good look. I'm telling you, Lanez, it's not. Yes, shaking my head like that's some dirty ass shit. And he got on that show and he played games with Kenya Moore, calling her Ken and shit, making her look like, there's something wrong with her. She's the problem. And maybe she could be the problem or not, but you don't supposed to do that in front of people she beefing with, You're supposed to do that at home. It wasn't like they was going to go blow to blow, toe to toe or anything like that. But anyway, so Wendy Williams called Marc Daily a stunt queen, baby. Stunt queen all day, every day. He's out here. And Wendy Williams says basically she feels like Marc Daily used Kenya Moore for her connection, her reality TV connections. And he took advantage of her because, she had an awful childhood. Instead of Wendy saying that her mother didn't want her, she can say that she had a very dramatic, she had a very tragic childhood. She was abandoned, she was neglected. She could say other words and her mother didn't want her. The way she just says it, I was just like, Lord. But Kenya Moore said she's going to try not to watch. Wendy Williams said she's going to try not to watch, but, she's going to watch. And so, you got that situation going on. I was like, So Marc Daily's really out here with a TV show, shopping a reality TV show about his dating life when the ink ain't even dry on the divorce papers he has with Kenya Moore. Like, Lord have mercy, what is going on with that situation? Yes, she got her baby. You are absolutely right. He's trying to be a celebrity, and she got her baby, and she had a part-time husband for a little bit, but most of all, she got a great bundle of joy, and that's baby Brooklyn. Even though Marc won't let her use baby Brooklyn on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or any product placement, hair product placements, or any advertisement, Marc Daily won't let her use it. But he's not against reality TV show if he has a reality TV show coming out and he's shopping around a reality reality TV show. So he's seen the money, he's seen what she was making, he's seen what she was doing, and he basically felt like, you know what, I could do the same thing too, and maybe I can even do it better. So that's what he's up to. He's on some shady-ish. Like, damn, married to your enemy. Married to your enemy, for real, for real. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. That shit is tragic, for real, for real. I would be so upset and mad too as well, but you have to move on and move forward. But you know, it's some type of way he is going to embarrass her or bring her up or compare her or compare Kenya Moore to the other women that he's going to be on this show dating, you know, if it actually get picked up. And he might ask questions like, can you be a really good stepmom? You know, I have a daughter with a celebrity, you know, how are you gonna able to handle that? Questions like that he's going to do to try to embarrass Kenya Moore. That's exactly what Marc Daily is going to do. He's going to ask these strangers, these other women, knowing that Kenya Moore is very protective of baby Brooklyn. And he's going to be doing all that ish. Do you cook? Do you clean? You know, do you know how to make this? You know, do you know how to do this with a baby? He's going to do a lot of things that's going to be taking shots at Kenya Moore. Because Kenya Moore said that he's aggressive, he's mean, he's loud, he's obnoxious. You got to walk on eggshells. He holds things in, and anything can tick him off to make him go off. So he is going to get all his glory from this reality TV show that actually gets picked up. He is going to drag Kenya Moore in the mud, but he's not going to say her name. He's going to do it in very subtle ways, pointing out all the negative things wrong with Kenya Moore and seeing if the new ladies that he wants to date that's going to be on his reality TV show is different from that. So watch all the shade come through. I know, Monica Hill, I'm not a fan of Kenya Moore, but I don't like no man to disrespect no woman. He is a ass. Mo, they use each other. She will pay a man for his services in a minute. This was a business transaction. Sheila, what's going on? Hey girl, what's going on, Sheila? She's embarrassed people on TV, but it's no fun when it happens to her. It's no fun at all. Sweet Brown Sugar 504. Unfortunately, Kenya Moore is a single mom. It is what it is. She's down with the sisters. Some of the sisters, not all of us, you know, do have fathers, you know, in the home. But some of us don't. It is what it is. And some men have passed away, you know. And God is dreads. Mark definitely used Kenya. He's was always jealous. So he was jealous all the time. He was jealous, baby. Mo, every man she did not like is a queen. That's right, Mo. She will call them a queen in a minute. And you know, when Wendy says queen, it means a whole lot because she's been on radio for a long time, baby. And so let's move on to this situation with Method Man. Lord have mercy. Wendy Williams is basically, she spilled the beans. There's been many stories about Method Man and Wendy Williams for so many different years. And also Wendy Williams was the ones to expose that Method Man's wife was sick and nobody knew. And he had to answer questions about it. It's been, you know, on and going on and on and on about Method Man and Wendy Williams affair. Has been talked about, it's been debated, it happened, and Wendy Williams didn't put it in her documentary and she didn't put it in her movie, but she damn sure got on Sus One, her DJ, on her show. She went to interview with him on his YouTube channel, DJ Sus One. He interviewed Wendy Williams, you know, because that's his homegirl. You see Wendy Williams is jumping over there, and she's doing an interview with Sus One, and she's building up his YouTube channel and everything else like that. But what about her brother? Her brother wanted some love. Her brother only wanted Wendy Williams to help him build up his YouTube channel. So I'm thinking Wendy Williams is throwing shade at her brother because she knows that the interview is going to be on YouTube. Sus One is coming up on YouTube, and her brother's coming up on YouTube. But yet she's sitting over there with Sus One and not her brother. So I know Tommy Williams is not going to be too happy. So Tommy Williams might be throwing some shots and some shade at Wendy Williams tonight. So let's get to Wendy Williams, talk about her situation with Method Man. And you guys let me know what you think about this situation. Lord, it is going down. Wendy Williams is out here with all the tricks. She talking about Method Man today because she knows her movie, her documentary is going to be on TV on Saturday. A
fight broke out and gunshots broke out. The fight was ridiculous. The whole Wu-Tang was there, but it was only meth up in the rafters. And see, that's where I go to observe everything because I was by myself. And he's like, yo, Wendy, because he'd been on the show before, and he was effed up. And I smelled the weed, and I had weed, but he had better, you know. I didn't roll blunts, I rolled joints because I was never really a blunt roller, and they're sloppy. He rolled a blunt, we smoked a blunt, we watched the fight, we heard the gunshots, the cops came in. He was rolling with, you know, the car from Staten Island with the whole clan and their people. And I said to him, I guess I batted my eyes and, you know, rocked my shoulders, you know how you do.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, you want to come over? And he said, yeah, I'll follow you. And I said, give me your hand. And I grabbed his hand, and he put his head down, and I put my head down, and people didn't even realize at the time it was Wendy. And one of the biggest stars, the leader of the biggest group in the world, just left, got in her Pathfinder, and went back to her penthouse in Jersey City, where she bathed him in her jacuzzi tub.
Wow.
And smoked more weed. You know, that was back in the coke days. I don't remember what he did. I'm not going to implicate him on that. I did give.
I don't know if I'm asking too much, but you know, did you guys go all the way?
Yes.
Lord have mercy. What is going on with that situation? Wendy is wilding out here in these streets, Lord. So basically, she put Method Man on blast once again. And the way that she didn't confirm or deny whether he was doing some of that white line, I know Method Man must be feeling a certain type of way. He can't shake Wendy Williams. He can't shake her, y'all. He can't shake her. Like, Lord have mercy. They was out there partying, doing the do, baby. And she bragged about it, so she put him on blast. Like, damn, we already know that this came out. We talked about it maybe a year ago. A couple of years ago, it came out again. And she knows that man is married. And was he married when they got into doing the do? Because Method Man's been married to the same woman since 1997, Mrs. Smith. So, whoa. So she's out here basically saying, hey, I did it with him, baby. Lord have mercy. So, if anybody want to call in and talk about the topics, what do you think about Wendy Williams basically letting everybody know that she was out here getting toasted with Method Man, and she took him home and she put him in his jacuzzi and she washed him up and she cleaned him up. She did the line. She ain't gonna implicate Method Man whether he did it or not. And then, you know, they did the do. They went all the way. But I believe it was more than once. And Method Man did regret the situation because Wendy was holding that shit over his head when she was on radio, and she liked it her some Method Man. But Wendy Williams talks shit. She talks gossip. So if you're the biggest rapper at the time, and you know Wu-Tang was it. Wu-Tang was the #1 rap group back then. You know, there was many more, but Wu-Tang stood out. Lord have mercy. So, you know, Wendy got on the mic and was like, yes, I was with Method Man. Oh, and then she exposed that Method Man's wife had cancer, and he was very upset about that too. So you guys let me know what you think about yes, Method Man is sexy, girl. He looks good on Power. He looks good. He looks good in his video. Method Man got it going on. I can't even deny that, Bernice Jackson. For real. Mary, I thought about something. I think it takes a man to address Kenya because she don't respect women. Her dad was checking her on the show as well. Oh, yep. I see what point you're trying to make. She still wants him. I think she does. Like, once she leave him alone, then Wendy Williams got this little dating show now. You know damn well she don't want to date none of them guys on the app. Like, we already know who you love and who you want to be with. You want Mr. Kevin Hunter back. You keep talking about he smell good, he look good, he's a good looking man, and he don't say none of that about you. He don't say none of that. None of that. But I think, you know, Wendy Williams is taking shots at Kevin Hunter and at Sharina Hudson. She even talked about their daughter journey, basically saying, you know, the shadiness, because she's trying to get under. She wants to make sure Sharina Hudson don't think it's gonna be a smooth, easy ride. But it is what it is. Hey, Sanders. She wants another shot. You know she does, Sanders. You know she does. For real, for real. So I just wanted to come on and tell you guys what was going on and say what's up. Don't forget to tune in tonight to Growing Up Hip Hop. We're going to watch that. We're going to review Growing Up Hip Hop tonight. You know, later on tonight, we're going to see what's popping with Miss Deb and Waka Flocka and what's up with the Bow Wow situation. But yes, Wendy Williams is out here telling businesses. And like, damn, after a certain period of time, Wendy, you still talking about Method Man? And then she kept confusing Method Man with Redman. Like, you want some of Redman too, Miss Wendy? Wendy wants to let y'all know that she got up in it. She got up into Method Man. She went home. She bathed him in a jacuzzi. They were smoking. There was white lines going around, and she did the do. And she had him up in the crib. And you know, Wendy Williams wasn't ugly back then too, as well. So Wendy got it in. Wendy got it in, and she wants the world to know. She's making it factual that she was with Method Man. It's been illusions. It's been talked about. It's never been really addressed until now. And she gave it to DJ Sus One. So I know Wendy Williams' brother, you know, Tommy Williams, is going to be feeling a certain type of way about the situation because she's supporting him and not her own flesh and blood. So Method Man might be feeling like, I can't believe I can't shake this woman. I know Method Man is feeling a certain type of way about the situation too as well. His wife is probably like, yo, won't this lady give it a rest? Wendy's trying to sell her documentary. She's trying to sell her biopic. She's trying to sell her shit and then get her new contract and move on. So therefore, anybody that's been involved with Wendy, did something with Wendy, was around with Wendy, she's about to drop a dime. Thank you so much, Monica Hill. Thank you so much, Shirley Anderson. Wendy needs to stop taking that little baby. Besides, she needs to remind us she has a son. Facts, because you know, facts with what you're saying, Shirley, because when you put out that energy towards somebody else's kid, you never know what might come back around your way. So you got to be careful. She wants Method Man, Redman at the same damn time. You were right, Hickerson. Yes. She kept saying Redman. She's like, no, Method Man, no Redman, no Method Man, no Redman. I was like, Lord, Method Man is out here. He's a career. Method Man to me is an A-list actor, but Hollywood don't give him that title. But his acting skills and his acting abilities is off the chain. You know, he's been holding it down with his wife. Wendy had to come through and mess up that parade. So Wendy, was you with a married man? So if you was with a married man, you can't be that mad at Serena. She just stayed around. She got booked and busy with Kevin Hunter. So was Method Man married when he got it in with Wendy Williams? Lord have mercy. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I do appreciate it. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Much love. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, all the moderators. And thank you, everybody coming through and commenting. I appreciate it. Much love to all my peoples and my peoples, baby. Peep Squad, Mo, Hickerson, thank you so much. Sweet Brown Sugar 504. Mo's in the building. Nell's in the building. I forgot to say Miss T was in the building yesterday. So thank you guys so much for coming through. Thank you for the donation, Monica Hill. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, The Planet Jane. Thank all you guys for coming through and dropping comments and being a part of the friendly chat. Thank you, Shirley Anderson. I appreciate it, baby. Watkins, thank you so much. Bernice Jackson, thank you so much. I appreciate Therese Sanders. Thank you so much. God bless. Peace. One love.